So we are 1 week away from the biggest and most important fixture of the entire world of football. El Clásico on the 26th, and honestly, we can talk about that some other time. We need to talk about the lead up to El Clásico and this Getafe match. This Getafe match was not a good showing from Real Madrid, and honestly, if they play like this against Barcelona, they might be finished. Because let's be honest, and let's take this from the beginning stages of the match, in which this is the lineup Xabi Alonso took, and this is what it shows. And as you can see, there is one player that is not there, and is obviously one of the biggest creative sparks you will ever see. Arda Güler not in the starting 11. Now when you look at this lineup, when you look for creativity, the closest thing we can find with creativity is Franco Mastantuono. But he's just 18 years old and he still needs time to develop. He's not there yet. He's not there yet. He's even being played at right wing, and his creativity is good, but it's not Arda Güler type of level. And we saw the midfield four of Valverde, Camavinga, Tchouameni, Jude Bellingham. We've not seen this in so long, and to be honest, they were good, but they were good in defense. They weren't good in attack, not good at all in attack. Fantastic in defense. Matter of fact, I'll go as far as to say even the entire team was good defensively. Everyone was good defensively, even in the attack with Mbappe and his pressing, Mastantuono's pressing, Rodrigo's pressing. Even in attack, the defense was top notch. And that is one compliment I will give Xabi Alonso. The defense has been insane since Xabi Alonso came in. Yes, there has been some times like the Atletico match when this team's defense got absolutely destroyed. But you see, football isn't just about perfecting one side of the game. You need to get every part of the game right. You need to get the defense, the transitioning, and then the attack. But my goodness, that attack was so bad. It was so bad. And maybe I am being dramatic. Maybe I am overreacting and making it seem worse than it was. But I'm being honest with you, I saw no creativity. No creativity. And I think if we go against Barca with this lineup, with no Arda Güler in the team, we are cooked. I don't think Real Madrid's gonna perform without Arda Güler. And I think the main thing we're gonna be doing for the entire match is defending. And yes, I know the team that Real Madrid went up against Getafe, they got 2 red cards, but either way, this win is impressive because it shows how impressive Arda Güler is. Because when he came on, and I'm telling you, people say that I glaze. Some people in the comment section say I glaze, and I'm overrating Arda Güler. He's overhyped. He's not overhyped. He's not overhyped. He's a player that I honestly think teams are underestimating. People are underestimating him. In my opinion, he's like a player that every defender needs to watch out for this guy. Because he is that type of player that can completely switch the game, can completely change the game. And in my opinion, I think defenders need to lock onto this guy. They need to stop him. Because when he came on, we immediately went from no creativity, no through passes, no beautiful passes, barely any good attacks, to beautiful plays, beautiful attacking play. Arda Güler running the show, and he assisted Kylian Mbappe's goal. And this was basic. This is what he's been doing for the entire season. But who else can put in such a pass? Who else can see the vision, do it so quickly? Who else? Probably De Bruyne. Probably Bruno Fernandes. Probably that type of player. But unfortunately, he's the only one in Real Madrid that I think can do such type of things. And overall, he is the key to Real Madrid winning El Clásico. The only way we can win El Clásico is if Arda Güler plays full 90 minutes. If he don't play full 90 minutes, we finished. We finish, or we have to rely on some type of miracle. But I think Arda Güler is that for Real Madrid. He's so important. I'm sick and tired of people saying, oh, we don't need him in the team, Bellingham should play, Ceballos should play instead of him, all this type of stuff. It annoys me because of stuff like this. Because think about this scenario in El Clásico. Just think about it. Lamine Yamal in attack, Rafinha in attack, Lewandowski in attack. Well, I don't even know if Lewandowski is gonna play, but either way, all these players in attack coming at the Real Madrid's defense is still holding up, still doing a good job, and the Real Madrid are relying on counterattacks. So they get the counterattack going, but Arda Güler is not on the pitch. This team is gonna struggle. They're gonna struggle. I don't care what anyone says, they are going to struggle. And even when it comes down to breaking down a low block, Arda Güler is helpful even in that type of situations. And if you guys still don't believe me, go watch that Atletico match. Go watch that Atletico match. You're gonna see for yourself. He was the only thing. He was responsible for the only 2 goals that were scored. He assisted the one and he scored the other. And you know what, just me thinking that Arda is the only creative player in the team. It's frustrating because this is a team that never used to lack in attacking midfielders. Never used to lack in creative midfielders. Because we had Luka Modric, James Rodriguez, Mesut Ozil, Toni Kroos, Isco. There were so many. So many. And now we've bought so many defensive midfielders. Like the Bellinghams, Camavingas, Tchouaménis, Valverdes. That is like we completely neglected a creative midfielder. So I believe Arda Güler is on the ascension. He's going up. I've said this previously. He's gonna go up. He is going to the top of football. Whether you like it, whether you don't like it. And I made this prediction already. I said, I think Arda Güler is gonna score in our Clásico. And I think if he plays, he's gonna be the most important player in the team. But I'm sorry, after seeing that Atletico performance, after seeing that Club World Cup performances against Dortmund, Juventus, I'm sorry. I'm starting to think he's actually cut out for big matches. And overall, when it comes to our Clásico, when it comes to attack in our Clásico match, I think these 3 players on the screen, these 3 players, you're seeing Vinny Jr., Kylian Mbappe, Arda Güler, I think these 3 are going to be so massive, so important, and I think they're gonna win us our Clásico. I think we're gonna win our Clásico. I hope so. You know what, when I look at this match, I'm gonna talk actually about the other players, but when I look at this match, I look at another player, Vinny Jr. Vinny was good in this match, but not good in the ways that you think. He won us 2 red cards. He got 2 players of Getafe sent off, and I think Vinny, I think he's funny, and I think that is crazy. That 2 players will both make the same mistake to go at Vinny in such type of ways and think they're gonna get away with it. Another player that was super important was Thibaut Courtois, and his performances always go quite underrated. And did you see that in the last few minutes when he got injured and it was after he made a good save? It looked like he got injured and then the camera panned to Andre Lunin. And he looked like he had light in his eyes like, yes, this is finally my moment. But I don't think Courtois is injured, at least at the time I'm making this video. So we don't know if Lunin is ever gonna play. You know what, when I look at Andre Lunin, a talented goalkeeper that I don't think should be sitting on the bench. I think he should be playing in the big matches. And he proved it in 2023/24. But Lunin is a player that should be playing. But I mean, that is my thoughts. Tell me your thoughts there in the comment section. I will be reading, will be responding. But if you enjoyed, smash like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Peace out.